wasn't overconfident, but just knew that it was time for us to win a game on the road. Tulane, I knew wasn't going to go down easy, but I felt like if we jumped on them early, that we can give ourselves enough cushion to win the game, and that's what we did. So I'm proud of the guys. It's always hard to win on the road in this league because everybody protects home court, and I'm just happy to get a win and going back to Memphis. Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, they hadn't won. They had lost their last five. They hadn't won a conference game, so the guys probably going to overlook what they really could do. But anybody playing at home, and like you said, there wasn't a crowd in there except for our crowd, which was phenomenal. Where we had all the Memphis Blue in the stadium and had more fans than they did in the stands. So it was great for us. But for the guys to get up for that and to play for 40 minutes mentally, strong enough to do that, I mean, I'm proud of them, to pull out the victory.
Were you happy with the way the seniors responded to what you said after the last game?
I was happy with the way that Jeremiah responded, but the other seniors, they didn't really show up today. Ray did some good stuff in the second half. He always plays hard, but he did some really good offensive stuff in the second half, but the rest of the seniors didn't play as well. It's a lot of pressure on them from us for them to come out and lead us because they're starting the game off, and it seems like they're all just kind of still like not together. So, I mean, for a group that played together last year, we're expecting more and hoping for more.
When they made their run, what did you make of that? Did you all get overconfident a little bit?
I don't think we got overconfident. I think we just got a little lazy. I mean, the attention to detail, and I saw it coming. Right before Isaiah Maurice got the technical, I was like, I see it coming, guys. We gotta stop the run. They're at home, they're playing well, and then we didn't get many stops. We always talk about getting 3 stops in a row, and then adding, if we get 3 stops in a row, let's try to get another 3 in a row. And they had scored 6 or 7 times in a row. When that happens, that means the focus isn't there and the intensity isn't there. So I was totally disappointed with that because I could just see the run happening. And teams at home are going to make runs. We sustained the run and still pulled off a tough win.
Jeremiah, thoughts on his game today?
He had an excellent game today not because he made shots, because he came out focused and he wanted to play with energy. And that's all I've been asking from him. So if you give us energy, then we know you're going to play well because he's a defender. He's going to play the passing lanes. He's going to get to the basket. He's going to make plays for other people. So when he plays with energy, that's what happens.
Why Victor Yellow?
Well, Victor's earned that. We were getting our butts kicked on the glass the last couple games, and Victor's been dominating the glass on us in practice for like the last month. And in 2019 with this team, we're saying earn everything. He earned the right to start today. You can't give anything and keep guys on their toes and be ready to play. We're not just trying to please people. We're trying to win basketball games. You have a job to do, just like our coaching staff has a job to do. Each player has a job to do as well. So Victor earned that.
Is that a message to the other bigs?
That's a message to everybody on the team. That is the message to everybody on the team. It started with the freshmen, and now it went with Mike Parks. So, I mean, everybody had their opportunities. We're just giving Vic his opportunity right now.
So he gets his opportunity, but I'm assuming you're still a little unsatisfied with the offensive rebounds game.
Absolutely, but, I saw what happened tonight. The guys, they're shooting threes, and the guys are running in to get the rebound, and the rebound's bouncing right back out to the guys that shot them. So you got to stay on the perimeter and box out. It's a weird game nowadays because you don't go back to the paint and box out. You got to box out on the perimeter because all those long shots are bouncing along. And what I see every game is us running back in there and the ball bouncing along. So now we just have to adjust.
What do you, from this week, obviously you got 2 wins, you need a win, you got a road win, but in terms of now, that's a little tougher. Where are you with these 2 wins and what you saw? Are you fundamentally pleased? You fundamentally
I'm not upset because I know there is a process to this thing. I'm competitive, but I'm not crazy. So I do understand that there's a process to us still gelling and still getting to know each other. There's still too many individuals. It's not one. It's not of one right now. I think it's coming around to that. And but I'm pleased with getting the wins while we're working on each other, while we're working, and because we're headed in the right direction.
Was this atmosphere, I'm assuming it's a little bit more intimate. It's like a little bit more personal. Do you think that had an effect on it?
I'm sure it does with the guys. They're not used to coming into a gym where there are no fans. I mean, it was a big day for New Orleans because you had the Saints playing, so a lot of the fans went to the football game. So I'm sure it's not like this every game for that team. But they knew it was going to be a tough night, and we knew it was going to be a tough night for them. And it just so happened we got an opportunity, to still pull a win out.
So for you walk out of a visitor's locker room with Memphis fans, like right there, does it feel like you're just with a
Yeah, well, I knew it was going to be that way. Yeah, I knew it was going to be that way because of all that was happening in the city. I knew that, and then I felt like we had a couple bus loads coming down, and then we had some donors come with us on our plane, so we knew that we would have more. I figured we'd have more fans than them.
In terms of it felt like the offense down the stretch, you weren't executing. Keegan goes there. There's a lot of no pass, one pass.
Yeah. That's the problem with us right now. You get one guy that tries to win it for us instead of staying with the chemistry of what we got going with ball movement. We get them to buy more into ball movement instead of trying to be the guy, then it's going to work better because it moves the defense. One-on-ones right now aren't working late in the game because everybody's kind of understood what's going on, and the defense loads up more. That's the time to move the ball.
You did punch him in the mouth. You're always talking about coming out and hitting first. You must have been pleased by the fact that you hit first.
Absolutely, I was pleased because I knew we had to do that coming here. You know, they didn't wake up until later, but when they woke up, they were ready to play. They started making shots, and their main two guys didn't really get going today. But Zhang, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, he and the other kid, number 23, they had excellent games. They kind of picked up the slack for that team, and then the 19 offensive rebounds kind of held them right there to stay into the game.
Any update on Ava?
He's getting better. I think he actually could have played today, but we wanted to err more on the cautious side, because his health is worth more than that, and especially with a week off before the next game.
I'm curious with the free throws. I mean, you guys have gotten the free throw line a whole lot these last few games. Are you satisfied with where you are?
Absolutely. We've been like stressing to get to the free throw line and not shoot so many threes. We were 6 for 22 today, but we're getting to the free throw line to offset that. We just have to continue to do so.
You mentioned that week off. How big is that, man? I mean, you got a whole week now before SMU to kind of work things out.
Yeah, that's big for us in a lot of ways because school starts back tomorrow, so the guys have to get back acclimated to going to class. And, they've been off for so long, and then also to give us the preparation to prepare for SMU because they're playing as good a basketball as anybody in our conference right now. And thank God we have that game at home. Doesn't mean that it's an automatic win. It just means that we have a chance to prepare to play in our building.